Welcome to another video from EarnPed.com. I am Stevie B. Happy to have you all with me today as I'm on Songkra Shores here on Planet Arkadia, checking out what I think is one of the most awesome things to have happened in the game in quite some time. This is a land area. So this is a part of Planet Arkadia that is actually owned by a player, or in this case, a group of players. This is my good friend over here, Captain Solus Starmonger, who hit me up and he said, hey, my society, which is made up of free-to-play players, has purchased this entire land area. Now, that is a huge accomplishment because for those of you who are new to Entropia Universe, a land area can easily run 20 to 30,000 US dollars. That's 200 to 300,000 ped. And this entire land area was purchased by a group of free-to-play players in a free-to-play society. Think about that for a second. That is an incredible, incredible accomplishment. So I wanted to come check it out. Over here we've got the teleporter, which is great because not all land areas have a teleporter. This one does. Over here we've got all of our terminals, where if we go up the stairs over here, we've got all the basics that we need. We've got our revive terminal in case we accidentally die. We've got a repair terminal. We've got a trade terminal. We've got a storage facility. And then right in front of our terminals, we've got a shop that is stocked with some goodies that you might want if you're going to come do some hunting. First of all, there's a Riptor statue that you could take home with you and put in your apartment or your estate. We've also got an extender. We've got some weapons down low. Up top, we've got some level 10 mining finder amplifiers. We've also got some Terra Amp 10 limiteds here in case you want to do some mining. The shop is actually owned and ran by Ace Firefist Williams, but of course part of the society's deal because it's here on the land area. Over here we've got a little gazebo area. We've got some more shopping goods over here. I'm sure they're still adding some displays and some retail stuff over here. We've got some enhancers, specifically armor defense enhancers. We've got some HDNA. We've got some damage enhancers over here. More weapons. And then I believe inside, there might be more shopping areas inside. This is a cool little bar, even though it's not functional. I wish it was. At someday we will get to a point where we're able to, I believe, somehow, some way interface with the game that will allow us to actually make things like bars functional. I'm coming up to the lookout. So this entire area that you see, that is the land area. Now, I have talked to Captain, and they are planning some events for this land area, but I wanted to run you through kind of the basics before we go out and actually take a look at it a little bit. So I don't know what those events are going to look like yet, but they're going to be awesome, I'm sure, because they're going to be putting a lot of thought and effort into this. So one thing I will tell you up front is if you come to the teleporter and then you look out kind of to the east-southeast, you'll see this platform thing over here. This platform thing directly in front of me, that's the actual land area marker. So that thing right there, that's the land area marker. Ah, Riptor. And as you can see, these things hit like a tank. That thing just hit me for 143 damage. So they are very, very tanky mobs. They're the ones that I've seen here lately have been level 40 to 43-ish. I believe the lowest level maturity is 23. I asked Cap, and he said they might be lowering the maturity a little bit for different events and stuff. So if you're a lower level player, don't let the fact that these things are, you know, level 40 and hit like tanks, don't let that scare you off. The other thing, these Riptors, these Mutated Riptors, these aren't regular Riptors. These are Mutated Riptors, but I do believe they use the regular Riptor Codex. There may be special missions for the Mutated Riptors. I'm not sure about that. I will have to ask Cap if there is. I will put that in the description of the video, but I believe there used to be special missions just for the Mutated Riptors before we got Codex. But I know for the Codex, I believe they still use the regular Riptor Codex. If those missions are still active, like I said, I'll put some information about that in the description of the video, along with all of our wonderful links that you can use to help support us. So I will put that information there for you guys. But don't let the fact that these are tanky scare you away, because they do cut, stab, impact, and I believe it's 33% of each. So if you have on the appropriate armor, these things really won't be that bad. The reason it took such a bite out of me is I don't have on the appropriate armor, and my armor is limited in nature, so it tends to offer less protection as the TT value lowers. Oh, here's a level 23 over here. So let's take out this level 23. This shouldn't be too terribly hard, just to give you guys an example. So there are some level 23s mixed in. That's good. Again, I use pistol. A lot of people will want to use something more long range, like rifle. Let's go with a level 43, just see how we can do against that. Don't want to get too close to the turrets, but I want to stay close enough to the revive that I can run right back out here if I had to. And I don't think we're going to have too many problems here either. Oh, I say that, and then it takes a big old bite out of me. But still, not too much of a problem. So, a fairly easy kill, I would say. Now, I'm sure if I did a whole bunch of these, I would probably have a few problems here and there. But all in all, it's a good time. All in all, I think even mid-level players with, appropriate armor and appropriate DPS and appropriate buffs, you could do pretty good on these things. So, very, very excited. It's not every day that you see a group of free-to-play players come together and manage to get a land area worth, 20, 30,000 US dollars together. Now, in addition to the hunting, there's also mining, right? So, let's go through right here, the custom message on the land area. So, you'll notice that right now the hunting tax is set to 2.5%. Mining tax is set to 2.5%, and the shopping tax is a max of 2.5%. Max fee is based on market value amount added to the item. So you're figure 2.5% tax right now. It will go up a little bit. It will go down a little bit. They're trying to kind of find their equilibrium. I think they've decided on 2.5%. But I do know that they plan to raise it now and then, lower it now and then. They might even have some 0% events at some point. So keep an eye on that every time you come. Make sure that you check your system tab and make sure you know what the hunting and mining and shopping taxes are before you get started. Because just because it was set to a certain thing yesterday doesn't mean it's going to be set to the same thing tomorrow, right? Now let's check out the custom message here, because this is where we're going to find all the information about, mining and good stuff like that. Under management by the Starfinder 29 crew and ADM Society, thanks to Firefist. So ores you can find are Kaz, Narcasium, Megan, Ospra, Beryllium, Quartal, and Regolite. Matter that you can find will be crude oil, Zolfic, Vorn, Force Nexus, Xylo, Binary Fluid, and Gorbic. And then because this is Arkadia, whenever you're out mining, in addition to our regular ore and Enmatter, Arkadia is unique in that it has treasure mining as well. And under treasure you can find Songkra Alloy, Arcan Pellets, part of Bronze Alloy, part of Fly Amber, or Regulode. And then, of course, Mutated Riptor level 23 Youngs. And then on up, the Youngs have health of 1170 HP. And the damage types, like I said earlier, are stab, cut, and impact in equal 33% measures. So overall, very, very impressive feature that, a free-to-play society full of free-to-play players was able to come together to get an entire land area. Everything you see, it's the land area. All of that belongs to a group of free-to-play players. In fact, let me pull it up on the map for you here. So here's our map of Arkadia. Okay, you're probably all fairly familiar with this map. And if you notice, I'm up here in the very top northern corner, or the northern section, I should say, north just to the east or to the right of center. And then when we zoom in a little bit, we can see that this entire light green area is this land area. So all of this in this light green right here, this is all a land area that is now owned by a group of free-to-play players in a free-to-play society. I'm sorry, that's incredibly, incredibly impressive to me. I've played this game for a long time. I've seen a lot of things, and this is probably one of the most impressive feats I've seen in-game. I mean, just think of the sheer numbers, $20,000 to $30,000, and it was doable by a group of free-to-play players in a free-to-play society. That is incredibly impressive. I don't care how you slice it. So guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Be sure and come by Planet Arkadia. Be sure and stop by Songkra Shores and check this place out. Also, be sure and keep an eye out for events that they put on. I know Captain Solus Starmonger is very active in trying to put information out there that is helpful to players new and old alike. He really kind of has the same view that I do. Everybody can continue to progress, whether you're brand new, mid-level, high-level, or even the uberest of the ubers. So I think there's going to be some really good events coming, so keep a lookout for those. And I am off for another adventure. So I will be back for another hunt here, hopefully in the very, very near future. Hope to see some of you guys at the events here very soon. Thank you for watching the video. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Let me know in the comments, have you ever been here before? Were you here when this land area was owned by another person or another group of players? What do you like about it? What would you like to see improved? What kind of events would you like to see? What kind of events could this free-to-play society that owns this land area put on that would make you want to come to Planet Arkadia and check it out? Let me know in the comments below. Like I said, also check out the description for additional details that I might be able to get, that I might be privy to, like missions and stuff like that. And of course, also in the description you can find those links that you can use to help support us while doing shopping you're probably already planning to do anyway. Till next time, sip sip, smack smack, y'all know the rest. Take care, Stevies.